Hello everyone, my name is Estamedia. In this video, I want to explain my understanding about TEYL or teaching English to young learners. I will talk about the principle of TEYL, language skill, teaching styles, and teaching methods, and some fun activities such as songs, games, and stories. Okay, let's begin. First, there are four important principles in teaching young ones. The first one is meaning over form. It means that communication is more important than perfect grammar. For example, if a child says, I like it, the teacher should appreciate the meaning first before correcting the grammar. The second is principle holistic print learning. Children learn by connecting language with their daily life, emotions, and experience. So learning should be meaningful and relate to their work. Okay, the principle is positive affective filter. Children learn better when they feel happy and safe. Teachers need to create a comfortable classroom and avoid making students feel afraid of making mistakes. And the fourth or the last principle is concrete and active learning. So, young learners enjoy learning through games, movement, picture, and real object because they will think in concrete way. Okay, move to move to teaching skill to young learners. There are two kind of language skills. The first is receptive, receptive skills, which are listening and reading. There's this skill focus on receiving information. Teachers can use picture, gesture, and context to help students understand. The second is uh, productive skill, which is speaking and writing. These skills focus on producing language. Teachers should start with simple activities and encourage information instead of perfection. Okay. Step in deep. For um, for receptive skill, there are three stages: listening, while listening, and post listening. First is pre-listening or pre-reading. In stage, teacher introduce the topic and activity student background knowledge. The second is while listening or while reading. Students do activities while listening or reading, such as answering questions or finding information. Third is post listening or post reading. Students discuss what they learn or do follow-up activities. For productive skills, there are also three stages. The first is pre-speaking or pre-writing, where the teacher introduces vocabulary and gives example. The second is while speaking or while writing, where students practice using the language. Third is post-speaking or post-writing, where students share their work and get feedback. The next is method and approach. There are several methods that can be used in teaching young learners. The first is TPR or total physical response. In this method, students learn through physical movement. For example, the teachers say, stand up, or clap your hand, or touch your nose. The second is natural approach. This method encourages uh, children to understand English properly before speaking it. The third is content-based instruction. Students learn English through other subjects such as science or art. The last is task-based learning. Mm, Students learn by completing tasks uh, or for example, making posters, solving puzzles, or doing projects together. Okay. Songs formatted in the classroom. Songs, game, and stories. To make learning fun, teachers can use songs, games, and stories. Songs help students learn vocabulary, pronunciation, and rhythm. For example, teachers can use the song Head, Shoulders, and Toes when teaching body part. Uh, Games increase motivation and interaction. For example, teachers can play a guessing game or a vocabulary matching game. The last is stories. Stories develop imagination and language skills. For example, teachers can read a story about animals and then ask students to describe their favorite character. Okay, I will give us an example of a TEYL class. For example, if I want to teach vocabulary about animals to first grade, I will start by showing picture of animals. Then I sing Old MacDonald had a farm together with the student. After that, we play a guessing game. I make animal sound and student guess the animal. And finally, students draw their favorite animal and introduce it by saying, this is a cat or I like rabbits. Through this activity, students can learn English in a fun and meaningful way. So, in conclusion, teaching young learners is not only about teaching grammar and vocabulary. Teachers also need to create a fun, meaningful, and supportive learning environment. I believe that songs, games, stories, and interactive activities can make English learning more enjoyable for children. So thank you for watching my videos and see you next time. Goodbye.